Hi, and welcome to the Google Drive Skills Blitz for April. This is Cami, and we are going to be looking at Priority Workspace this month. And so we're going to hop over into our Google Drive, and we're going to start on the left-hand side. The top of the list, right under the New button, you have this check mark icon called Priority. So I'm going to click on that. And you can see in this Google account, I do not have any workspaces built. So we're going to look at what that looks like. I'm going to just come down here and say Create Workspace. I'm going to call this Google Blitz. So I'm going to hit Create. And so now you'll see it pops up a window, and it even suggests things that I might want to add. So it's gone through my Google Drive and it suggested that I have one that has Google Blitz in the title. So I'm going to go ahead and click that and say Add Selected Files. There it is. Now, if I want to add more files, I come to the top and it opens up my Google Workspace. So on the right-hand side of the screen, it pops up a place where we can choose our files. I'm going to search, and I'm going to type the word Blitz, hit enter, and now it's given me all of the files that I would like to add. I'd really like to add a folder, but you'll notice it doesn't let me add folders. We only can add files here. So I'm going to add this Google Sheet, and then I'm going to hit Controls to select another one and add this form as well. So down at the bottom, you can see kind of below, right down here, below my picture, I'm going to click Insert, and now those will pop into here. You can see that I have a 25 file limit, and so I can add up to 25 files in a workspace. So I'm going to say done, and you can see what that looks like. So I can create another workspace. We'll call this one Chromebook. Let's say I want to get rid of this workspace. I can come here, I can hide it. And when I hide it, it pops it to the bottom. So those hidden workspaces really are hidden, kind of so they're secret. So if I click now down here, I can see, oh, there's my Chromebook hidden workspace. If I want to bring it back up, I can unhide it, and then it'll pop back to the top. Let's say I wanted to remove that altogether. I can click Remove Workspace and ask, am I sure? Yes, I am. I'll go ahead and remove that. Now, if you decide you really love Priority Workspaces, you can make this your default when you come to Google Drive. So if you come up to the Settings cog, click on Settings, and go to General, scroll all the way bottom to Suggestions. You can click on Make Priority my default homepage, and what would happen then is whenever you open up Google Drive, it's going to start at your priority drive, and you don't have to select it on the left-hand side. And one last little tip, if you already have many workspaces, if you want one to sit at the top, the same naming conventions that we learned about in Google Drive apply here as well. So I could click Rename, and if I wanted this one to be first, if I had many and I wanted Google Drive Blitz to show up first for a good photo, I could put a 1 beside it or an emoji and hit Rename, and it will always be the very first one then. So for your Google Drive challenge, you are going to create a priority workspace, and I'm going to have you create one that's called Google Blitz. Now, the files that you put in there don't have to say the word Blitz in them, but if you've been playing along with our Google Drive Organization Blitz, you probably have files that you've created, maybe slide decks that your students have added to. Your students might have those same shared slide decks that they could add in here. You might have specific documents that you've been adding. You can really add anything here. Ideally, it's from your Google Blitz at work, but it doesn't have to be. You're going to take a screenshot. I want to make sure that you can see priority highlighted in blue, and then your Google Blitz priority workspace right there. That's it for Google Drive Blitz this week.